This should be Setaria's favorite fortune-telling spot.
So should we ask the fortune teller about Setaria?
No, I already have enough information on Setaria. The most important thing now is for you to pay attention to the vendor's talking style and key characteristics.
Talking style and...
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fate? The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods...
Huh? Really? Nahida, you've been with...
Shh! My friend here has some doubts regarding his future. Can we get a fortune reading for him?
Of course, of course. In that case... It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you.
Only mocking the god of Anemo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Love prospects? No problem at all. The one who is fated to cross your path will appear on... Harut! Marut! Did you two spoil my divination?
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most...
Is that so?
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut...
Is this another one of
Yep. It belongs to a king. His father helps Setaria a lot when I start talking with him. Listen
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some...
We caught wind of your great
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild?
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret.
That's nice.
So
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg.
I see. We wish him peace. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild.
No problem. Rest...
This should be our final stop. Setaria.
Nahida, you've really...
It's my duty to protect Samira's citizens, after all.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before. Huh? Sorry. If I recall, you were having a discussion with...
That's right! I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering. After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships going in and out of... But I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars. And I'm
What an admirable spirit for learning.
Sure.
So this restaurant has a basement as well?
That's right. It's not usually open to pay.
I see. Yes, that makes...
Thank you so much.
So, was that every...
3 familiar...
What's the point of all the information?
Setaria is already used to avoid... I remember that you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the faith of her homeland...
Oh, Paimon gets it now! Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages.
So... Well, the Scarlet King is long gone, And Setaria is also if we simply engaged her under the guise of the Scarlet King's believers. But if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk...
So, you mean...
Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. Imply that they've already converted to the faith of the Scarlet King. And then convey our made-up will of the Scarlet. As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Setaria for sure.
Ah, so that's how you're going to use all the info we collected on these people. It's so that you won't slip up?
Exactly. So, best of luck with it.
Huh? Best of luck?
That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them.
Huh. That is pretty convenient. But why does he...
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating.
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to...
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone. But seeing how things are...
Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. We're only doing this to help everyone.
Alright, then let's give it...
Here she comes. Setaria's here.
Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll ask for how we'll sway her to our side. I'll leave that to you. I trust you.
Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding...
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook. Are you still listening to me, Nabiya?
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Okay then. Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. Is something... I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again? Are you sure?
Well, actually they have many names. Which names I use depends on my...
Huh, I see. I imagine that must be...
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today? You must have come for another...
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
Well, could you...
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods are asking, Setaria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone... home?
Setaria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. The gods...
I'm sorry. I know I failed the god. And if I may ask, Nabiya, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right...
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all.
The Scarlet King? No wonder he would make such a demand of me. Even though news of the Scarlet King's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can the Scarlet King still exist in real life?
What insolence! I am the Scarlet King's most loyal believer. Do you wish to refute his voice?
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory has touched even this. I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
She just ran off in a hurry.
Well done. Setaria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core.
Aw, Nahida, it seems
All I know are some abstract Haravatot theories. Anyway, enough of that.
He's out of Keem's now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again? Oh, right. Your old man's craft. Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better? Huh? Wasn't he nursing a leg injury?
He sprained his arm a while back while trying to show off.
Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still—
Yeah, he's been retired.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Please pass on that recently he has a quick temper and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro.
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to be—
Akeem! You don't mean—
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one—
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa, Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this.
You really zeroed in on the issue and put it, but once everything is over, I'll be sure.
Come on, Setaria's already started talking with Shishan.
So, Shishan, like, as if someone was trying to
Oh, right. Speaking of strange things, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival.
Wait, how could you be aware of that?
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's—
Shishan, don't tell me that
What an absurd question. You make it sound like, in reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You.
Please, please stop!
Even now, Setaria's still trying to run from her problems.
She can no longer justify every—
Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards.
This is the most important part.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me.
Please, try to remain calm, Myth.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you—
The Scarlet King! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's—
Miss Setaria,
you know my name?
The Scarlet King is immortal, and all who defy him will— You must face the truth, Setaria. You tread a treacherous path, And the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you. Child of the Scarlet King, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King.
Setaria, why haven't you gone home?
It seems that no matter where I run, I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth.
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of the Scarlet King?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the Academia and its sages. If you could provide some assistance in this matter.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendip. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
How much?
I was just one of the designers for the massed dream harvest scheme, but I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city. And even the...
To fight against the Academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work.
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage. And one thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. Let me see...
The Academia entrance. Wouldn't that be too...
Don't worry about that. I assure you, I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to...
Alright, I trust you.
So,
that'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Setaria.
The Traveler's execution was ingenious. Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening, all we can do is pray for Setaria's mission to...
Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom?
No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that. That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind.
Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's identity.
Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully rule out the chance that if something were to happen, my existence may be the only trump card. After all, the Academia should still be unable to confirm the existence of my consciousness and...
Yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking. Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make sure to be on our... Off? What do you feel is off? It's the middle of...
No, I think he's... If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets.
Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe Setaria figured out a way to not...
I also can't quite figure out why things feel a little...
Well, regardless, As long as you're here with us, Paimon feels a little safer. Huh. There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the Academia, and that Setaria managed to distract all the guards. This hour of the night.
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the Academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor. If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeru City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
Oh no! What should we do? These are all just regular people!
Leave now. You need to get out of here.
But that guy's a Fatui Harbinger! We can't just leave you here!
Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru! Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the God of Wisdom.
This should be far enough. Is Nahida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her. Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here. He called himself the Doctor, and that even the sages are wary of him. Yep, sounds like she... Yeah, now that the Doctor's in the picture, we're no longer... But what are the Fatui after this time? Yeah, things what Nahida said, we'll meet again outside of the city. But we can't just keep waiting around. You mean... Oh, right! Wasn't he invited by the sage? Even though he turned it down at the time, he might still know something. There's no time to lose. Let's go to Gandharva then.